What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Rewind Releases. My name is Will, and today we're actually going to be doing a new... And today we're going to be talking about the new adaptation of Mark Shelley's... Mark? Who the fuck is Mark? What the fuck? Who's Mark? Blah. And today we're going to be talking about the new Netflix adaptation of Mark Shelley's... I fucking did it. Who the fuck is Mark? Fuck. And today we're actually going to be doing the new Netflix film from Guillermo del Toro in a new adaptation of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. End scene. Netflix's Frankenstein was directed by visual director Guillermo del Toro, and oh boy, it's a doozy. Where after 50 plus so-called attempts at adapting Mary Shelley's novel, this film is the closest to the source material. Before this film, we got the classic iterations like I, Frankenstein, starring Aaron Eckhart, who is a sexy troubled monster fighting angels and demons. Then you got this wet fart, Victor Frankenstein, starring James McAvoy and his hunchback companion, Daniel Radcliffe.
Gay!
Then the best iteration of the Frankenstein story is the classic film, Frankenweenie. But Guillermo del Toro's film has it all. Great visual effects, strong character building, and also syphilis. So I really did enjoy this film from Guillermo del Toro. He's definitely a visual director, especially from Pan's Labyrinth, Shape of Water, which I gotta say I've only watched once because I don't want to watch a woman fuck a fish. It's fucking weird. It's just, what the fuck? And even like Hellboy. Hellboy was one of the films that really got me into Guillermo del Toro. He definitely tapped into this whole like world of Mark. Fuck. If I say Mark one more fucking time. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. I mean, I gotta say, the acting is incredible. I will say it is definitely a slow burn, definitely in the beginning, but as it progresses, it gets more and more interesting and you start to, feel for the characters. It's definitely a character-driven film.
What manner of devil made him? I did.
Oscar Isaac is amazing. The guy from Euphoria, Jacob Elordi. I think my brain just fucking exploded. He plays the creature. Mia Goth, who plays Elizabeth. Christoph Waltz, who plays Hendrik. Ralph Ineson, who plays Professor Kremp. Charles Dance, who plays Leopold, Victor Frankenstein's father. I mean, just an overall amazing cast.
If you are not to award me love, then I will indulge in rage.
So basically the movie starts with Victor Frankenstein as a child who's basically in love with his mother, and they're being shunned by Charles Dance, who plays Leopold, Victor's father. And what starts Victor on this whole crusade of wanting to make death extinct is that his mother ends up dying during childbirth, giving, birth to his brother. And he basically thinks that his father, Leopold, let that happen, allowed her to die during childbirth. And that's what creates this whole idea of fucking with death and wanting to stop it. So then we cut to, Oscar Isaac, who is now Victor Frankenstein, the adult version of Victor Frankenstein. And I gotta say, the kid who played Victor and Oscar Isaac as the adult, they look nothing alike. And that really fucking pisses me off. I fucking can't stand when movies get the adult version and the child version not the same. They look like nothing alike. The only movie I will ever say that ever got it right, in my opinion, is It Chapter 2.
So wait, Eddie, you got married?
Yo, why is it so fucking funny, dickwad?
What, to like a woman?
Fuck you, bro.
Fuck you!
So we cut to the scene where Victor is in college, I assume, and Ralph Ineson is one of his professors who played Galactus. So Victor brings in this half corpse that he brings back to life. And I saw this clip with Bill Hader talking to Oscar Isaac about like how incredible he was in the scene, because throughout the whole scene, he is literally throwing up a ball while speaking dialogue.
So just as an actor, you throwing that ball up, and I was like, motherfucker, you had to do all that lines throwing a ball up in the ground. That's like my nightmare. Why do you hate me? But you did it so well. That's the shit that people don't think about when they watch movies and stuff. I'm like, I'm watching that scene. I'm like, dude, Oscar's so good.
That's incredibly difficult to make such a seamless thing happen while you're speaking, you know, lines that you have to memorize. I couldn't agree more. It's Oscar Isaac is an amazing actor. I mean, sucks he was in Rise of Skywalker, but you know.
Coded the intel from the First Order spy, and it confirms the worst. Somehow Palpatine returned.
Hate this! Sucks!
So this scene basically has Victor show that he can bring life after death. Everyone's freaking the fuck out. Now, mind you, I'd be freaking the fuck out if I went to college one day and I just come in and this one kid's like, check this out. And he throws a ball to this half corpse that, like, literally there's nothing underneath. And he grabs the ball. I'd be talking about that for the rest of my life. So we cut to the next scene where Victor is basically kicked out of college after his huge stunt, and he's met by Christoph Waltz, who's played by Henrich. There's a part in this scene where Henrich is like, you know, they're not going to remember this after a week. I'm sorry, what? What? Are you fucking kidding me? He's basically saying that, like, no one's gonna remember what he just did in that classroom. You're out of your fucking mind. There's no fucking way. Again, I would tell my grandkids about this and they'd be like, Grandpa, you're out of your fucking mind. And I'd be like, no, I saw this. I saw a corpse be brought to life and catch a fucking ball. He's like, they won't remember in a week. Shut the fuck up. You fucking idiot. Like, no way.
You're the in and out person.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Christoph Waltz wants to continuing his work. And later on we find out why, and it's because he has AIDS. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have AIDS. He has like gonorrhea or something. Christoph Waltz wants to be put into this new body because of his disease. You know, Victor's basically going to bring this body to life. Victor's like, no, you're sick. Your mind is engulfed with this sickness. I wish I could remember what it was. It was like gonorrhea or something, or like a disease we can like cure with a shot in the ass. You know what I mean? Like, but he was drinking mercury. And I think that was really what made him sick. Like the disease that he had, I think the medicine was making it worse. Mercury is not good for you, for what I'm told. I don't know. But I will say, the standout in this film was Jacob Elordi's as the creature. The one thing I think really made this film so amazing was the feeling you have for him as the creature, because Oscar Isaac's Victor Frankenstein is horrible to him. I was having a date night with the girl I've been seeing, and we watched this movie together, and the whole time she was just literally being like, oh my god, I feel so bad. Even for me, I was like, god, yeah, he's a fucking dick, huh? Like hitting him with a fucking stick, being like, say another word, bitch, say another one. God damn. This movie's split into like two sides. You get the side of Victor Frankenstein, his story, but you also get the side of the creatures. The whole idea of who is the monster, really? That's the whole premise of Mary Shelley's book, and also like the whole idea of who Frankenstein is as a character. Is he really the monster, or is Victor Frankenstein the monster? Scenes in this movie are so gruesome when he's like ripping up like some of the sailors. Victor Frankenstein is like stuck on this boat telling his story, and like I gotta say, this scene's one of my favorites. He just beats the ever-loving shit out of these wolves. He's just like ripping them in half, ripping off skulls, and like jaws and stuff. And I was like, God damn. I gotta say, it's a very slow burn, but it's character driven. You feel for these characters. And like, even though Oscar Isaac in the film as Victor is an asshole, you still kind of feel for him because obviously he has some trauma. He has some trauma from his father, losing his mother. You get it. You understand why, but he does become a huge asshole. He does kind of become like the villain of the film. And the protagonist, I gotta say, is the creature.
My first Super 8 to now, I dreamt of two movies that I thought were the same story, Pinocchio and Frankenstein, and how they were connected and what it is to be human, what it is to be framed in a life by eternity and death, both forces. And I wanted to make it as personal as it can get.
So I just want to get into some of the differences from the novel to the actual film. One of the first things I do want to get into is his brother. In the book, his brother is a young child. So Elizabeth is actually not with his brother in the novel. And what ends up happening is the creature wants Victor to make him a wife. And he goes, no, I'm not going to do that because A, you're gross. You're gross, and I made a mistake. A lot in the book, it's a lot about revenge. Just wants to make Victor suffer. So he ends up actually killing his brother when he's at a very young age, compared to in the film where, Victor's brother is actually an adult who's getting married to Elizabeth. The other thing is how Elizabeth dies in this film compared to the book. In the novel, Elizabeth and Victor are about to get married. It's on their wedding night, and the creature sneaks in and kills Elizabeth. In the film, on the night of Elizabeth and Victor's brother getting married, the creature shows up, and Elizabeth tries to stop Victor from hurting the creature, and Victor accidentally, well, not accidentally, he basically shoots her in the fucking chest. Victor shoots Elizabeth in the chest and kills Elizabeth. So that's a big difference as well. The biggest difference, honestly, is the end of Mary Shelley's book. Victor and the creature never actually forgive each other. In this film, they have this moment, the scene where, Victor is basically about to die, and the creature is like, I forgive you. That never happens in the book. One of the other things, too, is that the creature in this film is able to regenerate like it's the fucking Hulk. Like, he's not able to regenerate like that in the book. Like, they basically make him like he's a fucking mutant, like where he's like he has superpowers or whatever. The differences really don't take away from the overall story. I really do love the book. I haven't read the book in a very long time, but I think it really stays close to the source material of Mary Shelley's book. And, I've seen a lot of reviews about like people not liking it because of how slow it is. It's kind of a slow burn. But I think that's what makes it so great, is that you really get to stay with these characters. You get to understand these characters. And I gotta say, I enjoyed this film a lot. And if, honestly, if I were to give this a rating, I would give it honestly a 8.5 out of 10.
Now, run.
Now, real quick, since I missed Halloween, I really wanted to do my speed round horror films that I got to see over the last year. So here we go. First, we got Weapons. A witch that looks like a 100-year-old aunt who squeezes your cheeks too hard weaponizes children and individuals by casting a spell. In the end, it backfires where she's ripped to shreds by a bunch of 10-year-olds. This movie is amazing, and getting to see Benedict Wong throw up black bile is pretty gross, and also getting to see him run like, the weird kids in high school. Naruto. The Long Walk. Teens participate in a grueling high-stakes contest where they must continuously walk or be shot by a member of their military escort. Or as I like to call it, extreme cross-country. The movie. Woman in the Yard. A widow who basically hates her children sees a woman from the set of Medea's family reunion sitting outside their house. As the mysterious figure creeps closer and closer to the house, the mother finally realizes she must protect her annoying children from the evil woman who simply won't leave them alone. If this was based in Texas, this movie would have ended a lot quicker. It would have been like, get off my goddamn property, bang! Credits. 28 years later. It's been almost 3 decades since the rage virus escaped from a biological laboratory. One group of survivors lives on a small island connected to the mainland. He soon discovers a mutation that is spread to not only the infected, but other survivors as well. Yeah, he discovered a bunch of big swinging dicks. Oh, I hope no one, claps my fucking cheeks. Sinners. Trying to leave their troubled lives behind, twin brothers return to their Mississippi hometown to start again, only to discover that an even greater evil is waiting to welcome them back. The music is fantastic, probably the best film of the year. That scene with Michael B. Jordan and Haley Steinfeld, a lot of spitting. No wonder it's called Sinners. Death of a Unicorn. Ant-Man and pimple-faced General Ortega accidentally hit and brutally kill a unicorn while en route to find his billionaire boss, who seeks to exploit the creature's miraculous curative properties. Paul Rudd just beating the shit out of a unicorn with a tire iron. Just insane. Wolfman. Blake and his family are attacked by an unseen animal and in a desperate escape barricade themselves inside a farmhouse as the creature prowls the perimeter. The reveal of the Wolfman is very underwhelming, where it honestly looks like just one of my very hairy uncles after a couple of beers. And last but not least, the monkey. After discovering their father's old toy monkey in the attic, twin brothers Hal and Bill are haunted by a series of chilling deaths. The scene with the shotgun and the realtor is just fucking insane, like a human-sized water balloon filled with blood exploding.
No, 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 no!
But hey, this has been my review of Netflix's Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment down below and let me know what you guys thought of my review. Also, please make sure to like and share this video. It really helps out the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.
I'm a nothing, 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 I'm a